Kent, Washington, just south of Seattle. The date, November 28th, 2004. Aidan Bray is 24 and living alone in his trailer. A man of many interests. Even as a kid, he loved to tinker with things. But his current obsession was lava lamps. A passion shared by pop culture historian Anthony Voss, an expert on the lava lamp.
It was originally brought to market in 1963 by a gentleman called Edward Craven Walker. He employed a lot of chemists and a team of people to actually build the formula up. The entire formula, from the wax to the proportions to how it's mixed to how even the fluid is inside the lamp, it's all a secret.
So the exact mixture may be a carefully guarded secret, but how it works is strictly high school science.
The actual liquid is actually just water, and it's mixed with a surfactant, which basically balances the levels so that it will float. It's really a trick of densities, that's what it is. So when you heat it up, the wax heats up and it becomes soft and more melted, and it's hot, so it flows to the top. By the time that it's flown to the top, it will fall back down because it's become a lot cooler.
It is a process that doesn't happen instantly. It can take up to 4 hours for the wax to acquire enough heat to become animated. A length of time Bray apparently didn't have the patience for.
I think I know what he was doing. He was probably trying to accelerate the warming up process, and he thought, okay, let me heat it up on the stove and get it warm.
However, lava lamps are designed and constructed to operate with a 40-watt bulb. And Lou Bloomfield, physics professor, explains why heating it up too quickly is dangerous.
So while this lamp was on the stovetop, the water was getting hotter and hotter. Some of it was becoming water vapor at the top of the bottle. And as that water vapor became more dense, the pressure inside the bottle increased.
Under normal atmospheric conditions, water should boil at 100 degrees Celsius. But inside of the lava lamp is anything other than normal, something Bray hadn't accounted for. Next.
So the room was just splattered with the pressure of sort of a small cannon.
On November 28, 2004, Aidan Bray wanted his lava lamp to work. Unwilling to wait the 2 to 4 hours it usually takes to warm up, Bray came up with an inventive solution. One that Lou Bloomfield thinks is ill-advised.
Because the whole thing is sealed, the water can't boil. The reason water can't boil, even though the temperature seems to be the boiling temperature of water, is because a bubble tried to form in the bottom of that bottle. The pressure is so high it would smash the bubble. So a steam bubble can't form and remain stable in the liquid.
As steam accumulates, the pressure rises up to 40 times more than the normal atmospheric pressure. Eventually, something will give. The bottle cracks. The seal is broken. The pressure drops immediately, and the steam bubbles become stable. This causes the water to boil instantly, all in a fraction of a second.
So the entire bottle of what used to be liquid water is now a mass of gaseous steam. And it's not only gaseous steam, but it's steam that's in equilibrium with very hot water. And therefore it's very high pressure steam. And that pushes out like crazy because it's surrounded by just ordinary room pressure. It just blew the pieces of glass outward.
The glass bottle cracked, creating lethal shards of glass, accelerating in a fraction of a second by the powerful blast of steam.
Their speeds, no doubt, picked up from zero, no speed, to a couple hundred miles an hour. So just the room was just splattered with the pressure of sort of a small cannon, a hand grenade.
Pieces of glass flew across the room at 300 kilometers per hour. But unfortunately for Aidan Bray, some shards encountered an obstacle first. His heart.
You can understand from this why in the early days of steamships and basically steam power, boiler explosions were terrible. When you compress gases to high pressure, they pack a lot of energy. And this is why it's possible to generate electricity using these. You can convey megawatts of power, but you don't want to let it out.
Not having heard from their son for 2 days, on November 30th, Bray's parents arrived at his trailer. Finding nothing unusual about the home's exterior, they decided to enter and investigate further. It was in the bedroom where they faced a shocking situation. Their son, who had already died a curious and unusual death.